Thank you for the 500 bits, Daddy, of War Daddy. Squirrels left nuts. Thank you for the resume. Can't see a thing. Every DLC that's coming out at some point, Glass. No, I don't think I have. Oh yes, that's what I was going to do. I was going to reroute things. Let's have a look. Forced?
Oh, yeah.
Well, it kind of looks like we're going through there, but I don't know if that's going to register it. Hang on, if I move that to there... Yeah, it's a grey road, so... In theory, that should tag that one. And then there's another one here. I want to go this way. Slightly longer, but we'll take it. Peterbilt, missed my previous bits. Peterbilt, 2 AM makes me think of Golden Earrings Twilight Zone. Golden Earring? Not sure what you mean. I know Twilight Zone, but I'm not sure what you mean by Golden Earring. Oh, it's a Dutch band. Ah, okay. Now it makes sense. Well, I was thinking to myself, well, my daughter has a golden earring, but I'm not really sure why that's the Twilight Zone. They're famous for 3 songs. Let me guess, one of them is the Twilight Zone. Good night, Pair 519. Or should Totes know Radar Love? It's still on the radio in the USA. Totes, oh my god. Radar Love is the best driving song ever, Matt. I've never heard of it, I don't think. It's Totes the Maze, that is. I'm just going to fill up here, we're on half a tank. I'm just going to grab some more fuel. You will have heard of it. Probably. If it's that famous. You're on stream right now, Sven. Welcome, Sven. You missed the long wave radio stations you used to listen to at night to go to sleep. Do you miss the crackle as well? When you're tuning things in. And then moving the aerial a little bit so you can get it to tune in better. Working out that if you put your radio near your window, it sounds better than when it's on your bedside cabinet. Still listen to the radio in the late 70s, flip alarm clock radio. Wow. Oh, Smoke on the Water's a great song. Crackle is the best thing. Right. Said no one ever, apart from Rice Krispies. Yeah, I know when I do any sort of long distance driving, either going back up to St Helens or, you know, going to an event or something, I either put something like LBC on, which is like a talk radio. I either put that on, or I'll be listening to like an audiobook or something. If I'm driving a long way, I prefer listening to a voice, listening to people talk more than listening to music, because with the talking, it'll get me thinking about what they're saying, and that takes my mind off the journey. That's what I find, anyway. You're still updating your dad's TomTom? What? Oh my god. See you, Emma. TK Lancer, thank you for the resume. Better talk sports. Well, it is if you're into it. Yeah, I can't really love a tube. I can't really listen to my own stream, dude. That's just weird. When's Doyle? When he's good and ready. George Bricker, because you put 181.fm, Nutslam, I thought that was a link. That's why I purged it. You need to be careful with full stops. Listening to ATC in a plane takes your mind off the journey. It's not easy listening to ATC when you're in a plane, and it's not very interesting thing to listen to. I fear it's reset the camera again. Classic BBC Radio 4. The trouble with BBC Radio 4 is it's filled with lots and lots of different subjects. So if you tune in and it's talking about something that you like, it's great. But then 30 minutes later, it might switch to something completely different. And you're like, meh. N1600, thank you for the resume. N16. Well, I have, yeah, I like LBC yachts, but it depends what subject they're talking about. And I also like different presenters, you know, like James, what's his face? James Thingy in the Morning. I like him the best. And Nick Ferrari's alright. But in an evening it tends to get a bit meh. So what I do is I have Audible on my phone and I'll download stuff like Lord of the Rings. And if the radio gets boring, I'll just pull over, flick Audible on, Bluetooth it straight into the car, off I go. Sir Gravedigger or Senior Gravedigger, thank you for subbing. Welcome to the house. Can we give Gravedigger a nutty welcome, guys? Yeah, you can use Spotify. I've got Spotify. Audible's good though. If like I pay monthly with Audible, and you get to download a book every month. So we've built up a collection of all the Lord of the Rings now and things like that. You've not listened to radio in a long time. I have it on every time I get in the car. All three of them, yeah? Yep, we've got all the Lord of the Rings bought now, and all the Harry Potters. And I've got about 4 tokens left. Because if you don't use your token, it rolls over to the next month, up to a maximum of 6 tokens, I think. Hey Wackaday, how you doing? High beam in traffic. Well, Odd Sniper, if you don't have it turned on, you can see a lot less than when you have it turned on, so I leave it turned on. Because it's AI and they don't care. They're programmed to flash and that's it. I don't think radio's an age thing necessarily. Yeah, doing alright, Wackaday, thank you. I did watch the Gordon Ramsay cocaine program, yes. It was actually very interesting. Very, very interesting. To see how you make cocaine was just mind-blowing. The chemicals that are used is just wow. How many BBC channels are there? What, radio or TV? It's quite a few. No, Connor, I forgot about The Apprentice. I need to catch up on that. Nope, Sven, not had a single boom. I've managed to drive the truck quite sensibly. Quite scary, really. Jeez, put your foot down. Make it happen. Nah, new Scania's not out yet. Don't know when that's coming out. I know, gasoline, that was a scary one. Gasoline, like acid I can understand. Like people go, whoa, you're putting acid in it, what the heck? Acid, I can understand, it's a pure substance, it's oxidizer, it does, you know, chemical reactions, it's there to do a job. But gasoline, are you kidding me? what I found amazing was the amount of leaves they need, the amount of these leaves they need to make just like a tiny amount of cocaine. It's a little bit dark still. Doesn't work. Yeah, there's a program called Gordon Ramsay on Cocaine where he goes... He starts in his own restaurants by taking a swab in the public toilets, the staff toilets, you know, trying to see if cocaine is in use in his restaurant, or his restaurants, because he has more than one. Turns out it's used quite a lot. At this point, he's like, what the heck? Because he lost one of his best chefs, best apprentice chefs he lost to cocaine. So, you know, it's a bit of a big problem. But what he didn't realize was just how big it is. So then he goes over to Colombia, which is where it's all made. And basically, you know, goes looking at the cocaine industry in general. And it's quite interesting. He starts off by going to where it's made in one of the plantations. It's a very interesting program. I'm an expert on it. No, I watched a program. I'm not a cocaine expert, what the heck? Looks like we're looping here, doesn't it? M1600, there's no real tips we can give you at this point in terms of your first driving lesson. Just, you know, just listen to the instructor and enjoy it. You'll have too many things to focus on in your first few weeks. Later on I might have some advice for you, but not in your first few lessons. You're just going to have a world of things to focus on. Oh, Jamin, yeah, that's the whole thing. Like he said in the program, it comes with the scene. It's rife in London. It comes with the long hours, like you say. No progress on it. Check out. Bit late for winter now. Probably going to be spring again. Oh well. No, it's rife in London in particular, Jonathan, because as he said on the program, the UK is Europe's biggest user of cocaine. So it's particularly rife in London. And what he was saying was, you know, it's seen by its users as like this glamorous drug, desirable. And here we have people who are, you know, crushing it with leaves, throwing gasoline on it, chucking acid on it, you know. Like the way it's made is just unbelievable. It's anything but glamorous. Eagle Fist, I can't remember, but it's on. If you've got catch-up TV or anything, you can watch it. I think it was ITV, but I can't remember. Yeah, especially in the city. I mean, I know for a fact my friend works in the insurance industry in London. You know, he's seen it. Well, not only that, Lava Tube, if you go to the bathroom, there's like a 99% chance you'll come into contact with it. But then that's true of money as well, isn't it? Like paper money. I think one of the reasons they went for plastic was because paper money has all kinds of like drugs in it. Didn't they say something about the American dollar bill has If they could get all the dollar bills together and add them up, it would have kilograms of cocaine and all kinds of other drugs. Because this money goes through people's hands. Yep, is exactly. But even his staff toilets, Penfold, the staff toilets in Gordon Ramsay's restaurants were all positive for cocaine. It's unbelievable. I'm just glad I'm away from all that, to be honest. I didn't see the car disappear. Connor, it's a series, I think. I don't know how many episodes there are, but it was only the first one. Yes, it is Super Soaps. Coca-Cola. The stimulant in Coca-Cola when it was originally made was actually cocaine, and that's where it gets its name from. As long as Nando's don't get named in some major drug ring, you should be fine. I love Gordon Ramsay's Kitchen Nightmares. Like, they're really good. Like, some of the shows he does are really good. I really enjoy him. I mean, some of the way he talks to people sometimes is, you know, is like rude. Let's face it, it's pretty rude. But it's always interesting. Some of the characters, some of the restaurant owners that he's come across are just... But like he said on radio, he was on radio being interviewed by Steve Wright, and he said, well, the thing is anybody can open a restaurant. He said, that's why, you know, I do these programs and I meet these restaurant owners who are in difficult times. He said, it's because they all think anybody can own a restaurant. And it's just not that simple. Wow, I cannot actually see where we're going here. Look at that. Look at that sat-nav. Hotel hell. I like the hotel inspector as well. You know that woman? Where she goes to hotels and gives them advice on how to change. I like that one as well. Because the thing is I don't get it. Like, the owners have these people come in, like Gordon Ramsay and stuff, and they know that their business is facing liquidation because they just can't make it work. But they get these experts in and then start arguing with them, like going, nah, we don't want to change it like that, I'm not having this. Like, well, why have you got this person in who's giving you advice on how to turn your business around, and you're arguing with them? Like, how does that work? You can't be right. You're clearly not right what you're doing, because the business is going under, so why are you arguing with them completely? It's weird. See ya, Oscar. The American versions of Gordon Ramsay program are not as good as the UK ones, Kenny. Oh, I don't know. I like some of the American Hell's Kitchen ones. for the cameras. Some of it is, but a lot of it, you can tell just the owner is not used to being told what to do. How clean your house is. I don't like watching those programs where they go to people's houses that are just in an absolute disgusting state. Like I just don't want to watch those programs at all. Some people live like animals and I just don't like seeing it. Peter George, 10 months already, goes very quickly. How are you? Not bad, Peter, thank you. Oh, hello. I think Lord Doyle and the Third Hand may be visiting. I wonder what we owe this pleasure.
Which one?
Hey? There we go. Lord Doyle has decided to pay us a visit. Come on, darling. Come on. Yesterday has been very fussy. What are you doing? He had one piece of smacko and then he started spitting it out. Up we go. There we go. Say, hey, Huggy. Hey. No doubt he'll eat from the Third Hand. Yeah, Hoarders. Exactly that program, Hoarders. No. Darling, feeling better? Mrs. Squirrel's going to need to insure that hand. Someone has muddy paws. They're actually not bad for Doyle. They're quite clean and dry for Doyle. Hey? Because he licks them. Yeah, when a Westie licks their paws, which is what he does, they kind of turn this brownish colour. The saliva does something. Why do you lick your paws, Doyle? I don't lick my hands. Why do you do it? Yeah, I've got one little P.O. box to open. There's nothing else, was there? How is Lord Doyle? How are you, Doyle? Running out of saliva? Don't look at me. Is he done? The schmacking is real. The only time you lick your hands if you have Monster Munch dust on them. Yeah, I can appreciate that. CFPS, I don't see it, bro. When did you do it? Your Westie has black stuff in its eyes.
Sleep.
Yeah. Could be sleep. You need to get that out. You bet he has old ladies chasing him. No, what Doyle does is he goes chasing Staffordshire Bull Terriers. And then they attack him. That's what Doyle does. You think you're bigger than you are, don't you, Doyle? Can we get Daughter's Opera Part 2? Right. We're done. So bye-bye. 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 See you later, pal. Let's have a look what's in this box. Nothing in there for you. Get out of here. Can't have Maltesers. Right, I have a little box here, which I'm going to open. I don't know what it is. I don't know why he goes for staffies. I have no idea. Right. Looks like it's got a mug inside. Empty box. I don't know who it's from. There's no letter. There's no name. So whoever sent it is going to have to own up. Yeah, it's a mug. And it's basically got a squirrel. Is that a squirrel with a mask and a gun?
Yeah.
What even is that?
He's holding another squirrel up.
Yeah, he's holding a squirrel up. He's holding like a nut or something over his head. I don't know who sent that in. Thank you so much. It's quite a funny little mug, that. Thank you for sending it. I don't know who it is from, though. It's a squirrel getting mugged. I like it. I think it's really funny. It's cool. I just wish I knew who sent it. Thank you so much, whoever sent it in. It doesn't feel like a Whiteland type present, to be honest. BCS, let us all give some GG to Mrs. Squirrel. Without her to support Paul, we would not be here. GG, Mrs. Squirrel from BCS and Cindy.
Oh, thank you.
She likes that, BCS. A squirrel getting mugged on a mug.
Yes, I'm the one with the gun.
Yeah, probably. She's the one with the gun going, give me your money. That's pretty much how it is. You have a coffee?
Yeah. Any new mug?
Well, you'll have to wash it if it's going to be in my new mug. Ouch. Mugged on a mug. Right then, so I've just topped out, so that means the SCS won't be engaged. There we go. Back on the road. Wait a minute, have we passed through that? Oh yeah, we're about to go through. Oh, you scumbag, look at that. We drove down that road and it didn't trigger that. That is so annoying. It's really irritating. Yep, I'm using the SKRS. What delivery is it? It's low bed semi-trailers, 11 tons is what it is. Gone up to Kiel and I'm being overtaken by a coach who's just aborted. I think the dash glass is a bit reflective, if I'm honest. Trailer on a trailer on a trailer. Exactly. Nice church. Arcade Frost, 6 months. Internet trucking favourite thing to watch, streaming or regular TV? Thank you both. You're welcome, Arcade. Thank you, bro. The CFPS said I missed his anniversary or something. I must admit, I never saw it. No, I can't see it, CFPS. Scroll back. Wackaday, I don't know, somebody said 1200 or something, 1300, I can't remember. It's not the only game I play though, is it? That's the thing. Mercaholic, 37 months. Hello, Squirrel. Just wanted to say thank you for the great work. I hope I have enjoyed your channel for a long time. Keep on trucking. Thank you, Mirko. Over 3 years. Wow. The gap between the barrier coming down and the train arriving was very, very, very short. Okay, dude. Let's just not go when expected. It's fine. Huh? I didn't hear that. Number 2 likes it. Right. Apparently my eldest daughter really likes the mug. The River Elbe. Quite a big rest area over there. Eddie Stobart. Maybe she's the one that always mugs squirrels for money. Welcome back, big-headed. When do you start buying and eating mince pies, Connor? Well, I've already had the Tesco mince pie, and that was actually quite nice this year. Dude, what is it about coach drivers? Seriously? FPS, well, I'll lock it at 60. So the only time I notice my FPS is if it goes below 60. Wait, is that the same coach driver? I swear that was the same one, just did a loop. You can't believe 2017 is nearly coming to an end. Well, is it? We're only 4/5 of the way through. Still 2 months left, yeah. Of course, my kids, well, actually, Mrs. Squirrel and my daughters have all been independently complaining about their phones. Funny that, considering we're coming up to Christmas. Well, my iPhone's just gone really slow now. I swear after 2 years, Apple make it do something, blah, 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 blah. If I do this, blah, 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 it's really slow, blah, blah, blah. In other words, Dad, I want a phone for Christmas. Which I knew was never going to happen. Yeah, well, there's no way. There's no way they get an iPhone 10. Not a chance. I have an S8. Check out. I got an S8 in June. S8 Plus. My phone's not slowing down. It's just really annoying. I must spend £1,000 on a phone. Not going to happen. And I don't think the iPhone 8s are that great, to be honest. Well, exactly, PC Tech. I mean, they've got iPhone 6 Pluses, and you know, they've been a good phone. But, I don't know, they're slowing down for some reason. Don't get it. Can't beat an old rotary landline phone. Yes, they were great for carrying around in your pockets and reminding you of important calendar events, not to mention portable satellite navigation system and web browser in one. Built-in obsolescence. It kind of feels like it, you know? I tell you what, I keep saying to Mrs. Squirrel, because she's filled up, she gets a message on the phone now, it says, warning, your phone has not backed up in the last 6 weeks. Your iCloud space is full. You know what? You know how much space she has? 50 gigabytes. She has 50 gigabytes of iCloud storage, and it is full. And I said to her, I'm not paying for more space on the phone. You're going to have to delete stuff. But no, you're going to have to delete stuff. 50 gigabytes is ridiculous. Because she takes photographs, which aren't that big, but she takes videos. She'll take like videos of Doyle and post it in the family WhatsApp. Every time she goes for a walk. Oh, look at my doily, jumping around the trees. And like, most of them are actually rubbish footage. And she never deletes any. And I'll say to her, well, you're going to have to delete stuff. But I don't want to delete it. I'm like, well, you're never going to watch it ever again, are you? Who are you keeping it for? Why are you keeping it? Why are you keeping all the bad stuff that nobody can see anything? Just get rid of it. But she won't. And I'm not spending more money on space. I think 50 gig is enough for anyone. She'll say, well, can't you just take it off and put it somewhere else? Where? Where am I going to put it? It's in the cloud. Where do you want me to put it? Oh yeah, copy it to a computer, because that's safe. It needs to be in the cloud, otherwise it could get lost. That's the point. If I copy it off her cloud into my computer, and my computer hard drive crashes and we lose it, who do you think she's going to blame? I just noticed the huts on the beach. Yeah, but the thing is, James, is everybody's doing that. Everybody's recording footage of all kinds of things and never watching it back. And there's no way, absolutely no way that their kids, that our kids are ever going to look back at footage that Mrs. Squirrel took. It's not going to happen. They're not going to sit there through 50 gigabytes of stuff. Like thousands and thousands of videos and photos. They're not going to do it. Arcade Forest with 500 bits looking to buy a monitor for ETS2 32-inch 16:9 or 34-inch ultra-wide. As long as you're not planning on recording or streaming, I'd go ultra-wide. Ultra-wide is pretty cool for almost every game, except if you want to record or stream, because then the aspect ratio's off. But if it's for personal use, definitely go ultra-wide. That's what I would say. Give it a YouTube account, you can put them on there. Yes, but with YouTube, it's a free service. It's not guaranteed to keep everything. Sure dog, as if, dude. As if I'm going to answer that question. Yeah, you could make the videos unlisted. But no Mrs. Squirrel, she'd completely forget her logon details for the account and then lose all of it. Wow, you want a recipe for that turn? You made a meal of it. Wire an external drive to store it on. Who do you think would have to transfer it from her phone to the external drive? And what happens if the drive gets lost or I can't find it? Oh my god. Some people make you want to facepalm. See you later, Shore Dog. Have a good one. Casper, thank you for the resume, Casper182. I highly recommend Bomber Crew. I don't know, I looked at it and I was like, not sure. You can tell it's half term. You know what, Chippy? You know what, mate? I actually hadn't clocked that one. But you are right, it is half term. Games, ask in chat, loads of people know what car I've got. You figured out that some videos I thought had got lost on my phone are all on my Google Drive. What I might do is, I might just take all the videos off a phone and put them into my Dropbox, because I've got one of those 1 terabyte Dropboxes. So if I just stick it in there, it'll be off a phone, and then at least the phone's getting backed up. Well, I'm not spending more money on cloud storage. Billy Hoyle. I just wanted to like learn to stop spamming stuff and to actually just clean up the rubbish a little bit. No, it's an ML class, Matty, not an E. Was worried about my sub when Twitch said I wasn't follower of the channel anymore, Billy. What? Do you know what, Billy? That happened to Vrome. Vrome got unfollowed from my channel. Like, how crazy is that? See, I don't think Twitch would do it, which makes me wonder if it's an add-on. Some kind of browser add-on thing doing it. Just seems bizarre. Like, why would Twitch unfollow you from a channel? Doesn't make any sense. the thing is, Curlin, is I'm paying for extra storage for all of the iPhones in the family, and 50 gigabytes. I'm sorry, but 50 gig is quite a lot of space for just your photos and videos. And for her to be blowing 50 gig is an indication that something's not quite right, and that something has to change, in my opinion. I don't think I'm being tough. I think, well, I am being tough, but I don't think it's unfair. Honey Girl Music, thank you for the 100 bits. I'm sorry, I did miss that. Thank you, Honey Girl. Papa Reagan and Hazza, thanks for the resume. 31 months, Hazza. Oh, hello. It's unusual. Normally they're down the bay on the right here. Do you have an SD card or a flash drive? No, it's an iPhone, James. They don't have such things. With Apple, you get what they give you. I think we're late, so we're going to get deducted monies. It's because we took a bit of a reroute. 36 minutes, 5,200. That's a bit harsh. Yeah, you know why Farm Sim 17's half price on Steam, Arleaper? Because they're about to bring out the Platinum thing. More than €100 a minute from earlier. CFPS, I think since, you know, since Jobs died, I think Apple's kind of lost its way a little bit. Because he's not there now to say, no, that's a bad idea. There's a big Steam sale next week. There's a Games Planet sale this weekend. It's on now.